Hey Summoners, Mythras here. Just wanted to go over the Homunculus update, mainly because this update is pretty freaking awesome and it's a very big update. So, a couple things here is what do we have with this? We got kind of four major things that are going on. This first piece is we now have new Rift Beasts. So there's 5 new Rift dungeons that are available. So just like before, you're going to go to the Rift of Worlds, and you're going to have 5 different Rift Beasts to fight. These battles are a little bit different. So here, the Rift Beasts are immune to all harmful effects, and they have a attack pattern from the previous bosses. Different attack pattern, and they consume. You must consume all the boss's HP before they use their ultimate skill. So, a couple different things. The goal is to kind of get them in this groggy state here, as you can see in picture 2. After about 3 times in that, I guess you should be able to defeat the Rift monster. So far, I have not been able to get there. I've been pretty lucky to almost get there once, but I definitely need to get some stronger mons to, complete this. So there's different rewards that you're going to get from it. You're going to try and inflict as much damage as possible. It's kind of like the world giant, that or the global giant, and you'll get a score, and based off that score, you'll get some different items. You'll get materials that can be used to craft buildings, runes, and the Homunculus. And the materials required to craft new runes and Homunculus related content can only be acquired from the Rift dungeons. So that's something important to note, is that if you want to get the new Homunculus, you are definitely going to be running these Rift dungeons quite a bit. And there is a new crafting system that comes with this. So there's a new building that you'll be able to build. You got to be above level 19. The materials will be you can acquire through Rift dungeons, Hell mode scenarios, or Karos dungeons, 5th floor or higher. And what you're going to be able to do is you'll be able to, obviously craft long-awaited Homunculus, which is a new type of monster. There's some new runes which have buffs for allies. You also have a new assortment of buildings with various features, and a little bit of kind of fun things like costumes for Elia, some magic boxes which pretty much you can use your low level essences to craft, and obviously the new type monster is the third piece. So this is the Homunculus, and what's cool is you kind of get to pick the attributes and raise him with a unique strategy. Now, here's some very important things to take note of. He is already your kind of Nat 5. He's an attack monster with 3 skills and 1 passive. He's summoned, like previously mentioned, from the crafting building, and their materials for him come from the Rift dungeons. Now, what's kind of cool is that you can name the Homunculus, and it doesn't have a name in its awakened form, so that's what you can do. And you can only possess 1 per type, and what kind of stinks is it can't be used for defense in the arena or in the guild battles. But, that's okay. He's going to be a great grinder for the game. Now, attributes and skill evolution for him. So he will possess the fire attribute when you first summon, and you can change that at the very first stage of the skill evolution. So there's only 3 attributes that exist: fire, water, wind. I wouldn't be surprised personally if they introduce, light and dark later. Now you will also be able to acquire a passive skill through the awakening, and the skill evolution only applies for 3 active skills. So as you can see here, there's a pretty good example of kind of the tree of skills that he gets on the bottom left there, and then they show him in a battle. So his skills are evolved differently from the existing. You can level up, evolve, awaken, and power up the same way as did for the existing monsters. Again, the skills are just a little bit different, and you can reset the skill evolution and select the skills again with a designated amount of materials. So more information if you want to look at developers notes. Now, another long awaited thing that everyone's really excited about is you can level up to 50. So the max user level is now increased another 10 levels from 40 to 50. They're also increasing the max energy, and they've given us 3 more Sky Island expansions for all these new buildings that they are giving us with these crafting things. So I hope everyone has so far enjoyed this new update, and because it's not definitely an event, it is a huge patch, a big amount of effort, and it so far, in my opinion, has been awesome and a lot of fun. But like I said, struggling through Rift Dungeons, the other thing that I would say that I'm not necessarily happy about is now running dragons and giants. You get a lot of other materials when necessarily you were looking for potentially your runes. And I'll quickly too here, what I want to do is I do have my craft building, and I want to show you guys some of the different things you can craft here because it is a piece of this update. So we have these different tier of runes that you can craft. So let's say we want to craft a high rune. Let's say we want to do the energy, and here you're going to see all the different materials for crafting those. These items are going to be dropped like it says here in Giant's Keep, different areas, stuff like that. And that's where you're going to pick up all these different items, and then you can craft the rune. Now, I haven't gone through and crafted any yet. I was thinking about saving that for another time. And here's the Oculus. So here's all the materials he takes. Like I said, he takes quite a bit. We have 0 of the water elemental ones, so I'm doing really, really poorly. And anyway, you need 500 of the fire, 500 of the condensed, and then you're going to need 250 of the other 2. It's a lot of running in the Rift Dungeons, as you can see. I've done it a few times, but I don't always get something, so it can definitely be frustrating. Here are all kind of the new buildings, and they do a assortment of stuff. Then we have new decorations, and last here's kind of the special thing that I was talking about. You can make these chests. I have no idea what this powerful one is going to be, but obviously you're not going to want to do that because you want to get your Homunculus first. And then again, just a secret dungeon portal, stuff like that, which is pretty neat. So, and if we check, I think, go battle, let's see what we have today. So we do, so we have Hollow Wind, and so as you can see, you can summon that secret dungeon through the crafting building based off the dungeon that's available. I did notice that a couple days past as well. So everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the update for the Homunculus, and